Okay, while I start, please can you reintroduce yourself using the format, using this format? Farah, are you here? Farah, are you here? Farah is one of my interns. I also take, after you have gone through my social media management course, I take about 2 to 3 interns from, from each set. So Farah is one of my interns. That's why I'm calling if she's here so that she can assist me with some. What is this thing doing like this? Okay, I can rename it. Sure. All right. So let me go back to sharing my screen. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Clear.
All right. So let's start from the beginning. Let me leave this screen. Did I leave? Did I leave? Okay. All right. So this class is how to monetize your social media management skills by Anya Delis. But before we begin, or while we begin, I really would like to meet everybody, right? So quickly introduce yourself using this format. I'll drop it in a moment. All right. So please use this format that I've dropped to introduce yourself, please. Let's do that. Let me try to pin this. All right, Timmy. Okay. Okay, so let's begin. Please introduce yourself. Drop your introduction. Thank you very much. Right, how to monetize your social media management skills. So I said, why is social media management lucrative, right? We have over 4 billion active users worldwide on social media, right? Which makes it possible for businesses. They see the possibility of, imagine 4 billion people, active billion people on social media. If I have a business there, of course people are going to buy. If I know how to show up on social media the right way, people are going to buy. Now the mistake people make is that social media is when they say social means socializing, like you want to connect with somebody else. That's what social media is for. Social media is where you go to have fun, to watch skits, watch funny videos, to see your friends, an influencer that you admire. You want to see them. You don't necessarily, it's not a marketplace. It's not where you go to go and you want to buy shoes now. You now want to go and be picking shoes. It's not a marketplace. It's a place for socializing. But that doesn't mean that there's no hard way that you can actually sell. But there are strategies that you have to follow. There are things that you have to do so that you are not appearing too salesy, so that people engage with your post, right? As a business owner. And businesses are realizing that there are active 4 billion people on social media, which means I can actually sell to these people. So the market is the businesses are shifting their marketing budget to social media, and there's a high demand for skilled social media manager. Emphasis on skilled, right? Emphasis, great emphasis on skilled social media managers. There's a difference between page handler. Who is this now? Who is this? Why are you calling me at this time? Sorry guys. I don't know. What's going on? Do I have to turn off my phone? Call was a mistake, really. Okay. Let's move on, please. There's a high in demand. There's a demand for skilled social media managers, right? Now the difference is, yes, I used to hear people say social media management, that industry is saturated, there's a lot of social media managers. The truth is that there are very few people that have actually taken their time to learn what social media management is. There are very few skilled social media managers. There are people that just wake up one day and say, oh, I like to post a lot, so I'm a social media manager. There are some people, businesses have failed, started and not even made one single sales from social media. Everyone, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic so that this class is very easy. So I don't mute everybody. Please mute your mic. Thank you. Let me mute you. If I tell you to mute your mic, I'll have to mute you. Okay. All right. So let's go back to class, please. Oh, thank God. Just brought my light. Right? There's a difference between skilled social media managers and page handlers and social media managers. So you have to, the first thing that you want to do, actually, the first thing that you want to do before you monetize a skills, before you monetize any skill that you have, you want to know that skill, right? There are strategies, because the social space is not a market space. So if you want to sell on that space, there are strategies that you have to follow. There are things that you have to do. Now that's where personal branding come in, but we are not going to go into personal branding today because today's class is for monetizing your skills. So I want to assume that everybody here, even if it's not a social media skill, you have one skill. You have one skill or the other, right? So you want to have that skills, you want to know that skills. Now, there are growing opportunities for social media managers in Nigeria, and not just in Nigeria, globally. Another thing is social media allows you to work from the comfort of your home. The way it is now, I don't think I want to work for anybody. I don't think I want to I want to be going to the office to go and do a 9 to 5 when I can casually sit in my house and make a million naira every month. So why would I want to go to the office? Why would I want to step outside my comfort zone? When I am inside my house, although yes, the work is, I have to work from sometimes 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. But then I'm in the comfort of my house. Who is that now? Please. Do I have to keep muting everybody? Do I have to mute everybody? That's going to take so much time. Please, whose mic is on? Can you help me figure it out, guys? It's going to take a while if I want to start looking
Someone named Sweet.
Someone named
Sweet.
Sweet, please. Abby Smith, Abby Sweet. Okay, Katie Smith. Yes, I've seen the person. Yeah, I've muted you. All right, let's go back to class. You guys, I'll just keep losing my train of thought if you keep interrupting this class, right? So social media allows you to work from anywhere, from anywhere in the world, right? So let's go to how to land high-paying clients. How do you land high-paying clients? You want to land high-paying clients, you need to be strategic about who you target. I introduced myself at the beginning of the class earlier, so let me just go back to the reintroduction. My name is Anya Delesi. I'm a social media strategist, a social media coach. I train people one-on-one how to become social media managers. And then from time to time, about 2 to 3 times in a year, I take a boot camp, a group training, where I train people to become social media managers. The last boot camp for the year is going to start from next week Monday. So in case you're interested or you want to have these skills, you don't know these things before, you don't know that there are strategies to being a social media manager, you don't know that it's a lot more than just posting on social media, you can decide to join us. We are starting next week Monday, but that's besides the point. So my target, I manage pages for high-end big brands like tech companies, tech startups, like oil companies, like banks, right? All those big banks, Coca-Cola and Pepsi that you see, they have they have a social media manager on their team. And you don't even want to know how much they are paying their social media. GT Bank has a social media manager. Nigerian police, they have a social media manager, right? Social media manager, your job is I was saying it that your job is I don't want you to see it as, oh, social media manager. Your job is just as important as the job. I don't even want to say doctor, but yes, it is, because you are holding in your hands the reputation of a brand. Now, imagine the brand is a brand as high as Techno, or a brand as high as even Apple, or let me bring it back home, a brand as high-end as somebody should mention one big brand in Nigeria for me, because I can't really think of anyone right now. I'm waiting. You can unmute your mic and mention one brand.
Pepsi.
Pepsi, yes. It's somebody that is managing their social media, right? And you don't even want to know how much they are paying. So I work for big brands that can afford to pay me. That is why I charge so much, the amount of money I charge, right? And before the end of this class, I'm going to show you my rate card so that you can see that I'm not just calling these numbers. I'm going to show you the rate card I was using in 2023, because come 2024, I changed my rate card and even increased my rates, right? Because my knowledge has increased. I went from an entry-level social media manager to a mid-level social media manager, now to an expert, and even to somebody that can teach other people and can even certify them to be social media managers, right? So, as I was saying, before you want to identify your clients. So the reason why I went back to my introduction is because I know who I'm working for. So if you are coming now up to, maybe you are not earning up to 200k monthly, and you say you want to hire me as a social media manager, I'm just going to suggest to you that let me help you revamp your page, let me help you do a content calendar, because I know at least you can afford to pay those ones. You can afford to do that, but you can't pay me. If you're not making 200k monthly, how would you pay me? How would you want to pay me that monthly? Because that's the amount that I might want to charge you every month. So I already know who my target audience are. You want to know, some people, they just want to work for realtors, like real estate companies. That's who they want to work for. Again, when you want to pick your target client, you have to look at industries that are making that has money. If you go into the tech industry now, you want to work for anybody in the tech space, you know that at least there's money in the tech industry. If you want to work for crypto, somebody working in the crypto space, you know there's money in the crypto space. If you want to look at the real estate, there's millions. One house for 150 million, 200 million. They are the ones that will not be able to afford to pay you 200k or 300k. Your money is not anything to them. So if you want high-end customers, if you want high-end clients, you have to target them. You have to know that this is the client that I want. And how do you attract high-end clients? You have to improve yourself. You have to learn more things. You have to take your time, build your personal brand, be online, teach valuable things, show your expertise, right? Know their pain points. This is your clients. What are their pain points? What are the things that frustrate them? You want to create content around that so that they will notice you when they see your content. For instance, their pain points can be that they don't have, they are employing social media managers that do not know anything. Maybe they are just employing page handlers, people that just wake up one day and decide to call themselves social media managers. Now, if you want to create content around that, imagine creating a content and saying, imagine you employ a social media manager and all they do is post daily for you without a strategy. A business owner, that a CEO of that company will be able to relate to that if they have employed somebody like that before, and they'll be like, oh, okay, and this is true, now I can relate. And then if they go to your page, they click on your profile, they go to your page and they see that you're talking about strategies, you're talking about lead generation, you're talking about sponsored ad campaign, you're talking about a social media strategy, you're talking about goals, how to achieve this, you are referring to the examples of your past clients, they would want to work with you. That is how you attract Iron Clan. For me, I knew I wanted to work with big brands, entrepreneurs, and creative who understand the value of social media management. These clients who recognize the importance of investing. These are clients who understand the importance of investing in their online presence and are willing to pay for quality services. So I said another way is client outreach. What is client outreach? You probably have people on your contact list who run businesses or know people who do. Reaching out to them directly is a great way to start landing clients,
And
right?
you're kind of breaking.
Oh, that must be network. Is it better now?
Go on,
Yes.
but you're kind of breaking.
Oh, sorry. That must be network. I apologize for that. I hope it gets better as I continue to talk, right? So let me continue. Sorry, no problem. Laptop. Okay. So start reaching out to them directly is a great way to start landing clients. Start by contacting people that you know who owns businesses. A personal message is more powerful and it shows that you are serious about your work. I did not say go and send broadcast message. You want to reach out to these people. You know them. They're on your list. You know them. Reach out to them. I would after explaining this slide now, I'm going to send you, I think I already sent it to the group. That's the WhatsApp group. I pinned it on the group, so you can use that template, input their name, the businesses that they do, and send them a personalized message. This outreach, client outreach, is good for if you are just a new social media manager, or if you have been in the game before but you have not been getting clients. You know somebody, even if it's your sister, even if it's your somebody that you know that you look up to, even if it's the former place that you used to work before. One of the first clients that I have, apart from my sister was my first client, and she paid me 10,000 naira, or was it 20,000 naira? That was before I became a social media manager. I just told her, let me manage your page for you. I've learned social media management. Let me manage your, just be paying for my data. And she was paying me 10,000 or 20,000 naira. That was my first client. That page, after I revamped it, then I didn't even understand what social media management was. I thought it was just adding colors to highlights. So I added colors. It was so fine. I did a screenshot. I put it on a Google file. And that was the first proof I have that, okay, I've been able to manage a page. The next was, before I used to work as a receptionist for an hospital. I left them, I resigned, and then I went back to them, that same hospital, when I learned my social media management job. I went back to them and I told them that, look at me, I've learned social media management, and I know that you people don't have a presence online, and you people are missing out on money that you could have been getting.
We can't hear you anymore, Annie. We can't hear you anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to leave. Okay, let me leave.
No, you can continue.
Me now, guys, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great, thank you. So as I was saying, let me share my screen first. I hope this thing is still screen. Yes. Yeah. I hope this thing is still recording. Let me make sure. Yes, it's still recording. Can you see my screen?
No, ma.
Yes, ma.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
All right, great. So I was explaining before you stop. Yeah, thank you. I think it's your network. So as I was explaining client outreach. So after I was working for them as a receptionist, and they were paying me 30,000 naira. So 30,000 or 50,000 naira then. And I resigned. Please mute your mic, please, so that we can move fast. I wanted this class to just be an hour class, but we're already taking so much time. So please mute your mics so that it's easier. Thank you. As I was saying, I went back to them after I learned what being a social media management is. And I'm like, you guys don't have a presence online. Let me manage your social media page. And then that's client outreach. I went to my contact that I have before. I know that they do not have a social media manager or a social media presence. I wrote a proposal. And then I did a SWOT analysis. I said, you don't have, I went to they had a Google profile. I saw that a patient left a wrong comment there. And I explained to them that if you're online, you'll be able to explain yourself instead of clients and patients leaving their own side of the story. And I went from collecting 30 to 40,000 naira as a receptionist, where I work 3 different shifts. I work morning, I work afternoon, I work night, to working remotely and collecting 120,000 naira every month. Because I reached out to them, they are familiar with me. I'm able to convince them. I'm able to show them that I'm able to position myself as an expert. So I shared a template for this outreach message, a template for this how to reach out to clients in the group. I want you guys, after this class, try and look at people that you can, business owners that you can reach out to. And I promise you, if you do it strategically, and you don't send broadcast message, or send the personalized message, you are probably going to get a client. So when you are doing that, you can now take it a step further. You want to position yourself as an expert. Show that you know your stuff. Show that you can do a SWOT analysis. How do you show that you know your stuff? Do a SWOT analysis. Somebody explain what a SWOT analysis for us, what a SWOT analysis is for us. So I will explain again. A SWOT analysis means strength, weakness, opportunities, and strength. So let me explain that further. If you look at a business now, you are going to meet somebody. Let's assume you can't see my screen again. Oh, wow. Please, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Continue. We can hear you and we can see your screen.
Okay.
I can't see your screen now.
Your network. It must be your network. Maybe you should leave the call and join back again.
Not just that, some of us here also are having issues seeing your screen. It's not just opening.
I said leave the call and join back again. Did you get that? If you cannot see my screen, leave the call and join back again. Okay, so let's continue. Right, you want to take it a step further, and you say, okay, you look at a business now and you say, oh, okay, your strength is that you are posting content, you are actually creating content. That's your strength. Your weakness is that people are not engaging. Your bio is not optimized. If I come in as a social media manager, I will help you optimize your page so that when I include keywords in your content, in your bio, people will be able able to, when they are searching for you online, when they are searching for you in your industry, you'll be able to come top on the search history. You want to say what are you want to look at the opportunity. You want to say these are the opportunities in the industry that you are not even noticing, but we can jump on this trend. These are the opportunities. This is what your competitors are not doing right. We can start doing that right so that we can stand out. You want to say these are the threats that are out there. How do we at least notice these threats? Imagine if you show that, if you do something like that, that's going to show you as an expert. A lot of businesses, they struggle with social media management because they don't know that to sell online is not just to go there and post product pictures. In fact, that's the wrongest ways that you cannot get clients. You just go there, post your products. Even if you're a creative, you're a photographer, you just posting wedding picture. Who wants to go and look at other people's wedding picture? That's not how to position. That is not how to use social media as a business owner. When you want to sell online, you are selling yourself. That is where personal branding comes in. But we are not going to go into personal branding class today. Today is for how to monetize your pills. So you want to explain that to a client. Because a lot of these people that they are the ones managing their pages by themselves, they don't understand. So if you show them that you understand, you do a SWOT analysis, trust me, there's no how you will not get a client. And then you are not telling them that, oh, okay, if you're a new beginner, I just learned this skill, and what I need is experience. So I want to use your brand to practice everything that I have learned. So you can just pay me 50,000 naira. So that I will be able to buy data, and then if there's no light, I'll be able to buy foil to come online. After you have managed that page, you take a screenshot, you have revamped, take a screenshot. That is your first project on your portfolio. Your portfolio as a social media manager, another thing I used to see is, I'm not supposed to talk about this at all, but let me just give you as a tip. You overthink your portfolio. Everybody wants to go and open a Google Doc and take a screenshot of a page that you have managed and put it there. Put the link there so that when you send that to a client, when they click on the link, they can go and see what you have done on the page. It's as simple as that. So now let's go to the next. So do we understand this client outreach? Do we understand client outreach?
Yes.
So how many of you are going to try the strategies that we just talked about now? How many of you are going to try? Let me know.
I'll try.
Okay. All right. That's great. So when you do try it, please let me know. When you do try it, I'd like to know your feedback. I'd like to know what happened. I'm very sure that if you do this right, you are going to have great testimonies to share.
I have a question.
Please hold your question, write it down. At the end of the class, there's going to be an opportunity to ask questions so that we move fast. And
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's move on. Let's move on to setting your prices. So setting your prices is one of the most important steps as a social media manager. It is about understanding your worth. I think I should have wrote this in capital letter. Understanding your worth and not settling for less than you deserve. And here's how to go about it. There are different pricing models. You have to use pricing models. There are different pricing models. Different clients have different needs, and each pricing model works for specific scenarios. The key is to know when to use which one. So the first step of pricing model is hourly rate. I explained that for hourly rate, it could be, for me, how I use hourly rate is by charging clients for consultation. Even as social media managers, if you come to me and you are not my student, it's only my students that have access to me. They have access to me anytime. Once you have taken a course from me, you have issues with your clients, you just got a new client, you want to onboard a new client, anything, you can come to me. I'm always going to be there to advise you because that's part of what you paid for, access to me, right? So, but if you don't have access, you are not my student, and you are coming, maybe you have a client, you don't know how to go about the client, I am going to charge you per hour. Per hour is 10,000 naira. 1 hour, 30 minutes is 15,000 naira. So I'm going to listen to your problem and I'm going to give you a solution, how to go about it, right? So that is best for clients who need short or small tax skills. Another thing I use hourly tax for is there are some creatives, they want to know how to do this thing. A lot of times that I get is from virtual assistants. They want to know how to do certain things, because as virtual assistants, some of the time their clients require them to help them manage their, so maybe revamp their page or do one thing or the other, or do one thing or the other, right? So what that means is, let me just shut this down. It's distracting me seriously. You guys. Okay, done. I don't want to know whether you can see the screen or you cannot see it, so that I can move on from this class. Right? So let's continue. Some of them want to know how to revamp a page, how to optimize a page, and they don't want you to do it for them. They want you to show them how you are doing it, right? They want you to take you through the process. So that usually takes like 1 hour to 2 hours. And if I charge 30K for a page revamp, and you want me to take you through the process, I'm going to charge you. I'm going to tell you, okay, so if it takes 1 hour, you are going to pay extra 30K. If it takes 2 hours, you are going to pay like maybe 40K or 50K per hour. So depending on how long it takes to teach you that thing that you want to learn, you are going to pay for it. That is how you use hourly rates. It's best for short-term or small-scale tasks. Do you understand?
Yes,
Do you understand?
Ma, we do.
No.
All right. So the next one is project-based pricing model. This is ideal for clients who have specific deliverables, like launching a campaign or revamping a social media page. I explained in the first class that launching a campaign, one of my best service to provide as a social media manager is not even, apart from coaching, is not even page management. It is lead generation campaign, because the result is always so glaring, right? When you do a lead generation campaign, you will see results and then you will make a lot of money from it. So I like when I offer a service for a client and the client is able to see the results almost immediately. You spend so amount on leads and you're able to make so amount from it. It gives me so much joy. So this is usually a project based. So you know that this what we are doing is a lead generation campaign. But let me not use lead generation as an example, because I know a lot of people don't understand what lead generation is. So let's use a sponsored campaign. Sometimes I see some people, and even me before I learned what social media management is, when a client will say, I will say, okay, I can help you run sponsored ad, and then I have sales and I want to run sponsored ad. So I will now post, let's assume I sell bags, will now post my bags or do flyer and say sales. That's not how to do it. That's not how to run sponsored ad, my dear. As a social media manager, you are supposed to know that you are supposed to launch a campaign around a sponsored ad. You don't just run ads with flyer. Who will buy from you? Are you the only one selling back? Or did they tell you that they kept money for you so when you are doing sales? You are supposed to know that there's a campaign. So usually there's a campaign, there's a lot that goes behind. Let me give you an example. If somebody wants to run ads now, if a client comes to me and they want to run ads, you're not even my client, or you just want me to run ads for you, I'm going to tell you that there's a type of content that you have to create, and you have to go and get an influencer, not an influencer, a content creator to create UGC content for you. Imagine that you are selling, what can I use as an example? Somebody give me a business as an example. Let me use. You can drop in the chat box, or you can just unmute your mic and give me one example.
Hey,
Okay, let's assume you sell air now and
Branding.
you want to run sales. Let's use air. So let's assume you sell air now and you want to run ad campaign. You now post wigs, and you post yourself wearing wig and shaking your head like this, and you now use it to run ads. How many times have you seen that kind of pictures before? And then there's somebody else that now pays a content creator and then the content creator creates a storytelling content of how she has maybe a graduation or a party to attend, and then she calls her phone immediately. She goes online, she goes to the person's page, immediately she sends her order. In the next 24 hours, delivery has picked up. She's recording when the dispatch delivered, and then she dressed up, and then she wears her hair, and then she goes out and she shines. And she used that kind of content to run ads. Which one did you think will convert the most? Which one did you think people will relate to the most? I'm asking a question. Please, let's be fair.
The second one.
The storytelling.
Exactly. So as a social media manager, it is your job to say that, okay, now this is that. Now the idea of saying this is the content that you should use. You are the one that will come up with a storytelling content, like a UGC content. It might be you that will even suggest a content creator that they will use. That's a campaign. So everything around it, now that's a project. So if you want to run sponsored ads, if you want to run sponsored ad from me, I charge you at least 30K, not for the amount that you want to use to run your ad. So that's my own fee that you're going to pay me, because it's not just to go and put target audience for you. I have to think of the content that you use. I have to think of the type of content. I have to write a script for you. I have to write copywriting, do copywriting, write a good caption, do ad copy. Look at the video that I used to run ads. That you all joined in this class. That's even a lead generation campaign on its own, right? That's not even sponsored ads. But a lot of you came through sponsored ads, because I still ran ads on Instagram to get people to know about this class. Everything around that, now that is a project. So based on that project, now is running sponsored ad is a project, right? So I can say, okay, this is how much from the beginning of this sponsored ad, maybe we want to run it for 2 weeks, and everything we are going to do from the beginning, I'm going to charge you 60,000 naira. That is how you charge clients for project price. That's how you use project-based pricing model. This is ideal for clients who have specific deliverables, right? I already explained that. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. So the next one is monthly retainer. This is perfect for long-time clients who need continuous social media management and growth. This is also the most reliable for securing consistent income. If you're a social media manager, you will know how to use monthly retainer, right? Some people, they will get clients. Some of us, let me not say some people, some of us, we have clients that is only once. Once they pay you for 1 month, they will not come back to you again. Why? Because they did not see results. Some of you will get a client, they will tell you that, okay, they have employed you to be social media manager. In the next 2 days, you're already running around creating content that will not convert for them and posting. That's not how it works. If you're a social media manager, if you're a skilled social media manager, you will know that for a client, when a client comes to you, at least you want to create a 3-month strategy. What are you trying to do? That 3-month strategy now is going to ensure that we are going to create a 3-month strategy with a 3-month plan of what you are going to do weekly for the clients, right?
I'm trying to do that.
Let me. I know you can't hear me. I'm trying to mute Blessing. She's trying to mute her. Okay. All right. So you know that you want to have a 3-month plan, a 3-month strategies, and then you want to break that strategy down into a 3-month plan. What have you tried to do? So you know that in the first month, probably what you'll be doing is maybe page revamp, maybe researching your target audience, trying to understand the business that you want to manage before you start to even post content. Because you are just getting to know it's a new industry. You don't know, it's not your business. You have to understand the business before you even start putting out content, right? So if you have a 3-month strategy, the client already knows that, and you sent this to the client at the beginning of, maybe they just employed you, while you are still talking and you are negotiating, you are telling them that, okay, we are going to start with a 3-month strategy. In the first month, we'll do this. In the second month, they already know that you have already secured your money. You already secured yourself job. income, steady income for the next 3 months. Because if at the they cannot start asking you for results that you did not promise them before the end of the 3 months. If they ask you, tell them that, but this is what I said I'm going to do at the first month. I'm just going to revamp, and then I'm going to do research, and then I'm going to do some followings. I'm going to revamp your followers and followings, follow the right content creators and influencers in your industry. Get people in your industry to know about you first. So monthly retainer is perfect. It's how you retain, you secure yourself for the next 3 months. And then because you are a skilled social media manager, that's your goal, is you're going to be able to achieve the goal that you promise your clients in your strategy. And then they are different. That's just the first 3 months. There are over 100 strategies that you can continue. Once a client sees results, they know that you are good at what you do. They will continue to pay you, and then you can continue to increase your rates. Why? Because you are seeing results. So that is all. I hope you understand how to set your prices and the type of pricing models that we have. The next one is calculating your rates. So let's say you desire monthly, your desired monthly income is 200,000, and you plan to work about 80 hours a month. Roughly, let's say you plan to work by about 20 hours per week. If you want to, let's assume you work Monday to Friday, and then want to divide 20 hours per week. I'm using my calculator. 20 hours divided by 5 days now. That's 4 hours. Let's assume you work 4 hours every day for a client, right? So the way you calculate your money is 200,000 divided by 80,000 naira. So that means you are saying that for a day, that 4 hours, you are charging 2,500 naira. But this is your base rate, right? Don't forget to account for the value that you bring to the table. That is your base rate. Now, when you break down your costs like this, you know that you are not charging so much. So you see that in a month, if you charge 200, now imagine somebody that is charging 50,000 naira per month. How much are you even getting? You will still buy data. Your time is going. You are working 80 hours a month. You are working 20 hours a week. You are working 4 hours, or you're not even doing 6 hours. You're not doing 12 hours. You are working just 4 hours, and you are earning 2,500 per hour, which means that in a day you are making 10,000 naira. So now imagine somebody that is earning 50,000 naira every month. How much are you making? So you see that you have to have something upstairs. You have to know what you are doing. You have to learn. That is why I'm encouraging you. If you do not know, if you have been a page handler, please, they are free. If you do not have money to take a course, there are free resources on YouTube. Follow a social media manager. On their pages, they are teaching you how to manage. Every day, they are teaching business owners. Take that lesson and go and apply it for a business owner. Go to YouTube, go and learn. There are free resources that you can use to learn. Go to ALX, they have free. Go to Google. Google has a free digital marketing course. Right? You have to invest in yourself to be able to attract clients that will pay you well. To be able to demand what you are worth as a social media manager. Social media manager is a very high value skill. You don't know the way they rate skilled social media managers. You don't even want to know. They even get paid more. I get paid more than a bank manager. I get paid. Bank managers get 200,000 to 50,000. At least that's my knowledge from. I don't know whether because of the economic crisis they have increased their pay, but that's how much they get. And I earn more than that. I get more than 200K from one client. My least paying client right now pays me 200,000 naira every month. My interns are on this call, so they know what I'm talking about. My students are on this call with us, so they know what I'm talking about. So if you offer specialized skills, a strong portfolio, or potential to generate significant results for your clients, you can add a premium on top of this, your base price, right? So this is like a base price. And this is how you calculate your rates. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, somebody's mic. Oh, Vanessa. All right. Now let's talk about negotiating tips. Negotiating is a part of the process, but remember, never undersell yourself. So here are a few tips. Be confident in your value. Always be ready to explain how your skills will benefit their businesses, right? See, the truth is that a lot of business owners, they have come across page handlers. That's why they even think that the industry is oversaturated, right? Everybody is claiming to be a social media manager without having the skill, without having the knowledge. Everybody will just wake up and say, yes, I did it too. I did it. Before I now know that, oh, no, I don't know anything. I need to go and learn. I did it. I was posting every day and nobody was engaging, right? Because I was just posting product. My sister had a salon. She has a big salon. So I was just posting people coming to do it. What's their business with that? What's their business with that? So I knew that, okay, let me now go and learn this thing. Let me go and learn, because what's 20,000 naira? If I buy data for 10,000 naira, it's finished. How much is 10,000 naira that is remaining? So when you have the knowledge, again, you will be confident in your value. Always be ready to explain how your skills will benefit their business. Now, imagine that you did an outreach and you did a SWOT analysis. You are telling the client that these are your strengths, but these are your weaknesses. Weaknesses means what they are not doing well, what they could be doing better. So if they do not have their link in bio, maybe it's not their link in bio, or they don't have a landing page, and you are telling them that I would do this for you. When I started this job, when I started being a social media manager, clients would tell me that, you know what you are saying, but your prices is high. If I know what I'm saying, why won't you pay me what I'm asking you to pay me? So I don't know if anybody can relate to that, if you have heard that before. They know that you know something. And that thing that you know, it does not come cheap. Because you are also going to pay money to learn these skills. You are also going to invest your time into learning these things. And when you learn it, then your shoulder pad will be up. It should be up. Be confident in your value. The value that you have, somebody will pay for it. If they do not pay for it, somebody that knows the value will pay for it. And that's the person that you want to work for. Because you see those clients that pay you little money, they will stress you the most. They will stress you the most. That's why I need clients that when they sell one product, their gain is like in millions. So when I'm asking you to give me a fraction of that, your millions, it will not be like a big deal to you. You will not come and be handing and micromanaging me and saying that, what are you doing, Seth? What are you doing, Seth? Right? Now, stand firm on your base rate. You see the base rate that we just calculated. You already know per hour is 2,500. Even if I'm doing consultation, one-on-one consultation, I charge 10,000 naira. So if I'm going to even reduce any price, I'm not going to go beyond that, because I'm already, this knowledge that I have, it did not come, and you have to, your knowledge does not stop there. You have to keep learning. You have to keep learning every day. Even me, I'm on YouTube learning new strategies, because this social media, they are new. It changes. You even sponsored ad right now. Sponsored ad is giving me headache. Now you cannot post. If you post on an Apple phone, if you use an Apple to post, they are going to charge you Apple tax. Apple tax. I think yes. Tax, yes, that's the right pronunciation. They are going to charge you. So if you're using 100,000 naira to run ads, they will charge you about 20-something thousand naira. So now I'm trying to go through Ads Manager, and I'm finding it so difficult, because the last time I used Ad Manager, everything has changed. Now I have to go and consult an ad expert to come and show me through how to do it, and I paid her. So now I have that knowledge. Now, if somebody else is coming to I'm going to collect that money back from the next client that wants me to do that same thing for them. So you have to keep learning. Stand firm. It's okay to negotiate, but make sure that your final offer still reflects your worth, which is your base rate. Why would you want to go below 2,500 naira per hour if you know what you are doing, if you are skilled? Because when you are skilled, see, if there's no client, go and be building your personal brand online, be creating content. You will attract the clients that you want. When I train my students, they know that the orientation I give them is, who are your clients? Your client is not a repair collection. Your client is not somebody that is not earning at least $1 million every month. That's not your client. Don't look at them for your client. Don't be desperate. If you do not get the client, go and intern for somebody. Go and work for free so that you can get experience, because that experience is what you will use to show when you're applying for jobs to get those people that will pay you high money. So offer options, different, present different packages, do hourly, do project, do retainer, so your clients can choose which one they want to go for. It's not everybody that will have money to hire you as a social media. Sometimes you just revamp their page. You tell them, I can help you set up your page, I can help you revamp your page, and then when you see results, you can come back for more. So with these strategies, you'll be able to confidently set competitive prices while ensuring that you are fairly compensated for the work that you do. Do we understand?
Yes, ma.
All right.
Yes,
So
yes,
this
yes.
is one of my favorite topics, creating a 2024 rate card, right? A rate card shows your clients exactly what you offer and at what price. Let's make sure that yours looks professional and gets results. What do you include in your rate card? You want to include your services, e.g., you create content, you run paid ads management. You want to include prices tiers for different budgets. There's a marketing strategy that says that when you are setting your prices, always have like 3 tiers prices. People would mostly be drawn to the one in the middle because they don't want to go for the lowest one, and they might not be able to obtain the the highest one. Now, let me give you a tip. Clients that will not stress you, clients that want the best, rich clients, let's put it like that, simple as that, they will definitely go for the highest one. But you see, some clients, they just want to test you, they want to see what you can do. They will go for the middle one. You will sell the middle one the most. The middle one, you have most clients coming for the middle price. That's a marketing strategy that I want you to hold at the left of your hand, of your left hand. Apply it to your clients and apply it when you are creating your own rate card. Now, your payment terms, e.g., you can pay 50% upfront, you can pay 70% upfront. Me personally, I used to collect my money in full before I start your work because I cannot shout, I cannot fight. But you can always add payment terms if you want, right? But I do not have that. Now, designing your rate card, you can easily create beautiful and professional rate card using tools like Canva. I'll show you how to update your rate for 2024 to reflect your skills and trend. So let me show you what my old rate card looks like. Can you still see my screen?
I can't see it.
Yes,
So
yes.
are we need to see something because mine is blur here.
Yes, I'm trying to navigate to my hold on please. I'm trying to get to my I'm coming.
It's clear.
Okay, can you see what are you seeing on my screen now?
Still blur.
I can see you in the foul.
If it's
See
blur,
you.
leave and join.
It's blur. The screen is blur.
No, now.
Yeah,
Blur.
how about now?
You can see your screen. It's like
Yes,
I
what's
can
called
see your
different
screen.
fine, fine.
documents, but we can't see what's written on it.
Okay, hold on. How about
I need to
now?
drop this.
The network,
Yes,
I still
it's
can't
clear
see
now.
your can see your screen.
Great.
It's clear. Rate
All right.
card.
So let's begin. You want to make sure that your rate card is beautiful. You are asking people to pay you a huge sum of money, at least 6 figures. 6 figures starts from 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. And the way you carry yourself. They said you can sometimes judge a book by its cover. The way you carry yourself is the way they want to carry you. Make it attractive. And the thing is, Canva has so many templates, right? It has so many templates. If you were my students now, I would have taken you through creating how to create this, because we had I think it was even last weekend that we had a class where we went through this, right? So, but you can just go to Canva and just pick a template, and then just make sure that it's beautiful. Now, not the important things that should be on your rate card. Of course, your brand name. This is my brand name, Social Savvy with Annie. And then because you're a professional, you want to send your rate card, you should be sent by email. When you are talking to a client, maybe you have sent them, maybe if you're the one that reached out to them, you have sent them your proposal, or they even reach out to you, maybe somebody referred you, and then they said, oh, okay, what can you do for me? You have listened to their problems, you have sold yourself to them, you have told them, oh, okay, I understand, this is what we'll do if we work together, don't worry, there's a strategy that we can use to, and they were like, okay, so how much you charge? You'd be like, please send me your email. That helps you look professional. Remember, we are trying to look professional. Send me your email so that I can send you my rate card. You want to deal in emails. You are a professional. You are asking for, act like it. The social media management skill is a big deal. Act like it's a big deal. It's not just, no, it is not. Right? So that is why you have to have your email address on your rate card, so that they can easily send you something or just have access to it, right? So on your second page, you want to have a little about me, like who you are, and just a little piece of yourself on your rate card. So mine is saying, hello, my name is Annie, I'm a social media manager, I help to manage blah, 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 and then just a little introduction about myself. Then the next thing you want to have on your on your rate cards are your certificates. Now, I'm not asking you to go and bring your BSc certificates where you studied accounting, not consign them. But you see, any certificate that has to do with something on a social space in the digital world, anything that you want to add it. Now, I have three certifications here. Of course, in my new rate card, I've increased my skill set, so I have more certificates in I started. I have web design, I have social media management, and then I have fundamental of digital marketing. Before I go any further, if you are a social media manager, you have learned social media management, every one of you should go and take this Google Digital Skill for Marketing. Like, it's called Fundamentals of Digital Marketing. I think I have the link somewhere. Maybe I'll probably share it before the end of this class. Somebody remind me, so that I'll share the link with you. You have to go and take this course, especially if you want to work for international clients. This course, 9 p.m. Wow, 9 p.m. This course is recognized globally that you know the skills, right? You have to pass it to get the certification. So you have to go and take this and at least have it on your certification board. Right. So now let me go back to why I have these three certifications. The first one is web design job. A client that needs social media management might need a web design job, right? I'm not outrightly saying, come and hire me, I'm a web designer. But then when you stack up skills, there's something called stacking skills. Please, who is that? Mute your mic. There's something called stacking your skills, right? Now, if you apply for a social media management job, I apply for a social media management job, we have the same skill. But they now look at my page, they see that I have web design skill. We have the same, maybe we have the same mark. They now see that I have a web design skills. They can choose me and leave you. Why? Because companies, now we are working for companies, we're working for big brands. We're not working for individuals. Do we understand? Do we understand?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Now,
Yes,
they
ma'am.
want to get more from just what you are offering. So because you have a web design skills, what they will just imagine that a scenario where maybe their web designer is indisposed.
She said no room for tasting for the star trader.
Mm-hmm.
Someone saying that chef will be no be gone.
Can you imagine?
This salad is there. When did the person start business? She must surely know.
Please mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Courtesy demands. Oh God, people are.
What is not your person? No, my this thing is muted.
Your conversation. Mute your mic, please.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we can
can.
hear you.
Yeah.
Everyone, please mute your mic. Please, please. Okay, let's continue. So now, if you have a graphic design skill, put your graphic design certification in your certificate. If you know how to edit content very well, put your photography certificate in your design, in your certification board, right? In my new rate card, I have Excel. I have Excel certificates where I know how to use Excel. I have a mobile photography where I'm telling you that I can create great content for you. I have so whatever skill that is relevant to social media role, that is relevant in the digital world, you want to have it on your certification board. Now, the next thing that you should have on your this thing, although now that I have advanced, I have removed this section from my own rate card, but as a newbie, you can add it. This is a consultation section. So the first consultation is, so when you are sending your rate card, they are already established. Sometimes clients will not even establish a relationship. They will not have a conversation with you before they will say send your rate card. So that is why this one is necessary. So this one is saying consultation is a clarity call session where I listen to your social media frustrations and issues and let you know how and if we can work together. It will have to be booked days ahead, right? But if you already have, the reason why I removed it is because most of the time now, before I even send you my rate card, me and you would
Sorry, I
have
think
talked.
it's hearing your screen, ma.
Ooh. Did I? I didn't stop sharing my screen. Can you see it now?
Yes. Yes, it's
Okay. So because before I send you my rate card these days, I would have even have a conversation with you first, right? Where is it? Okay. We would have had a conversation, which is why I removed this part from my new rate card. So the next thing is now you want to have your this is your pricing tiers, right? So remember the pricing strategy, the marketing strategy I talked about. Of course, in my new rate card, I applied that, but this is an old one. This is when I just started social media management. So you see that as at then, Steph, I was already earning 6 figures. Because my first rate, I had an option for them. My first rate is 150,000 naira. The next one is 250,000 naira, right? But in the new one, it has 3 tiers, like I already explained. Now you want to list what you are charging them the money for, and then you want to name your packages. So for this one, I named it Deluxe. For this one, I named it Ultimate, and then I listed the service I will be rendering to the client. If your own is more than this, please, of course, my new services now, they are a lot more than this because I now do social media strategy for clients. I do personal branding. There's so much more that I bring because I have grown over the years. Remember that I mentioned that you will not stay in one place. You have to keep learning. You have to keep learning so that you can keep learning and you can keep getting more. I started as a social media manager. Now I am a social media strategist. Clients come to me to say, okay, what can we do to this page? And then I give them strategies that work. What can I do now? I give them strategies that work. I didn't start as a social media strategist. I started as a social media manager, which is what a lot of you are right now. So you want to list out all the services that even if you are writing caption, put it there. Because you are asking them for a lot of money. So they don't want it to seem like you're not doing a lot. Page revamp, bio optimization, highlight covers, social media engagement. You want to even add real audios, trending audios. You want to list them as much as you can think of. Graphic design, video editing, list it, because you are asking for a lot. So it has to look like you are doing a lot. Do you understand?
Sorry,
So
Annie, I still can't see your screen.
is everybody experiencing this as well?
No,
No,
I
I
No,
can
can't
see
see
your
the
screen
screen.
perfectly well.
Please leave
I
the
also can't see. I
Network.
can't see your screen.
if you can't see my screen,
No,
please
I can't see also.
leave the call and join again. Leave the call and join.
I've done that multiple times, but I still can't see.
Try scrolling down.
Up
Scroll
here
down.
the
Scroll
To
down.
Telegram.
update your
Our
Telegram.
screen is up, so probably you are not at the right place. Or you
Just
should
try
Let
use
to
me,
and
close that and log in
you know
again.
what?
If you're not seeing my screen.
Let me leave and join back again for the sake of those that are not seeing it, because my goal is for everybody to be able to get something out of this class. So let me leave. I'm not ending. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma. No, no. You can't see it.
Yes, I can
Fine,
see
I
your
can't
screen.
help
It's still
you.
very. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on.
Yes, I can see
So
it
you can
now.
see that ultimate package. I have all in deluxe, and then I have more things that I'm offering for more of these things. You can see that even in my minimum package, I'm not offering you sponsored ad campaign, because it's not just to help you set targets. It's a lot of work, right? So this is my rate card. And then what else do you want to have on your rate card? You want to have other services, right? So if you are doing page revamp, if you are doing content creation, if you are doing content calendar for somebody, if you are running sponsored ads, if you are running lead generation campaign, if you are running influencer campaign for clients, you want to add other services that you offer. If you are doing, you know how to do graphic design, you can put graphic design flyer template. You can put, maybe you know how to edit template on Canva and you want to sell that, you can also put that for whatever price that you are charging. Other services, you have to have it on your other social media services. And then you are not adding your one mistake I see a lot of people do is you are not going to add your account number. Your rate card is not for you to add your account number, it's just for them to see. They will now reach out to you and be like, oh, okay, I've seen your rate card. Sometimes they want to negotiate. Then after negotiation, or maybe they are okay with the price, they will now tell you, okay, please send your account number. That one you can now send to them in the DM. And always have a receipt for your client. When they send you payment, you want to send a receipt to their email. You want to send them a receipt to their email. Then if you're working on a retainer for a client, after they have sent you their after the first month, maybe you have done the first month, at the beginning of before the beginning of the 31st of that month, you want to send them an invoice that they should use to pay you for the next month. So that is really all about my rate card and creating a rate card. Do we understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Let me see. I think that's the end of the class. But let me see if let me just be sure. No, where's my slide? Okay. What's happening? Whew, I'm already tired though. I'm not even going to lie. And we still have And I still even did bonus for you people. Yeah, I'm tired though. It's already past 9.
Sorry. Don't try. Thank you, ma.
Sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Mommy head. When is this thing now? It's just that I don't even know.
I she left. Because she's gone.
I'm sure she will rejoin soon. Let's just hold on a bit.
Hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. My airtime finished. I had to recharge. So let me continue to share my screen. I don't know if I'm be able to go into, let me confirm if this thing is still recording. It is. That's great. Okay. So I'm not sure I'm going to teach. I don't want to teach personal branding. Probably would have to, people will have to catch up on, or let me see what I can teach and what I cannot teach here tonight. Practical. Okay, we are almost done anyways. Maybe this bonus, I will just host this one as a live session on my Instagram another time, and then you guys can, if you're interested, of course, how to create. Okay, so let's move on. I bet you guys are tired. I should go too.
No.
Okay. All right. Building a personal brand that attracts clients. Again, personal branding is very, very broad. As a social media manager, as a business owner, as a creative, as an entrepreneur, people do not want to buy your product. They want to buy you. They want you to manage a social media page, because they want you to be their social media, because it is you. Because you are taking them across your life, because people in your industry, they know you as a social media manager, because you are building your portfolio is why I always advise build online, build publicly. Let people know that you are learning. Trust me, your family, your friends, they might not support you from the beginning, but when they start seeing results, they will be the ones that will be referring you. I get people trying to pull me into jobs, and you come highly recommended. People that are recommending me are people that have not worked with me before. But because of the way I talk about, the way I teach, they know that I know something upstairs. The way I'm always eager to go live, the way I'm always eager to teach people, to share my knowledge. They know that I have value. I know something. I know that's why I'm giving out. So they will recommend me. They will tell you I come highly recommended. So if I'm coming highly recommended, you already know that you cannot offer me peanuts. Me that I'm highly recommended. Are you playing? So now, building your personal brand that attracts clients. Your brand is what sets you apart in a crowded market. So let's make sure that yours speak expertise. Defining your USP, your unique selling proposition. What makes you different from the next social media manager? Knowing this helps you attract the right client. Optimize your social media profile. Your profile should reflect that you are an expert. We'll walk through how to update your LinkedIn, and Instagram, not other platform, please. Just do LinkedIn and Instagram to attract clients and showcase your skills. So what you want to do is you can take a screenshot. I don't think you'll be able to take a screenshot, but if you can, you should, right? Or you should note this down. This is very, very important. So how do you set up your Instagram bio? How do you set up your LinkedIn bio to attract clients? Your name should be clear and professional. Follow it up with a title that explains what you do. So you see this, I'm going to give an example. As I'm giving an example there, I'm going to show you my page as an example. So you see this place that has my name. You can see my Instagram page, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You see this place that has my name. You can see that it has social media marketer and coach. What this does for you is anytime anybody comes here, they are looking for social media manager and they type social media manager. Everybody that has media in their bio, their name will come up on the search bar. These are names that I've searched for before. That's why these ones are the ones that are coming up. But if I've not searched for anybody, let me click search so that it's bring out more people. Maybe my network is not aligned. Social media marketer. Or maybe because this is my page. Maybe because this is my page, that's why it's not bringing up. But you can see social media marketer, social media market, social media market. So that is why it is important that you have your. Okay. Can you see my screen though, guys?
No.
No. Yes.
Yes.
No, ma, please, can you disconnect? Can you
I can
go
see
and
the screen.
again? The way you did it last time.
Okay.
Can you leave?
I can't see it.
I'm coming. How about now?
No.
Yes,
I'm
we can
just
see.
Okay. So this is where I was showing you before.
No, I can't.
I can't see it though.
You can't see it on screen.
Can't
See, guys. But can some of you, these people that can see, should talk now?
I can see it.
I can see. Please go ahead.
I can see it.
You cannot see it. If you cannot see it, please leave. Even if you have to close your Instagram app, your Telegram app, and enter again afresh, and then this is being recorded, so you can watch the recording. I'm exhausted. Please, let's finish this class on time. So I was trying to show you that when you have your name, you want to include, follow with a title that shows what you do in very simple terms. What are your clients searching for when they are looking for you on Instagram? You want to put that there. So this is an example for Instagram, and this is an example for LinkedIn. LinkedIn, helping businesses grow through social media strategy. So why do you do this? This helps clients quickly understand who you are and what services you provide. So if you specialize in a specific area, if your area is Instagram growth, don't put social media strategies, put Instagram growth. If your area, if you are a sponsored ad expert, put sponsored ad experts. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the next thing you want to do is on your same bio, you want to explain who you help. Who are your target audience? Who are you targeting? This part should answer the question, who is your service for? Make it clear who your ideal clients are so that when they land on your page, they instantly know they are in the right place. For example, helping Nigerian entrepreneurs build, this is example for Instagram, build and boost sales through social media. For LinkedIn, I help Nigerian business owners and small business owners grow their brand using social media marketing. Why are you doing this? Being specific about who you help ensures that your ideal client feels that your services are tailored to them. It also filters out those who may not need your service. Let's go back to my page to see an example. Helping brands grow with proven marketing strategies. I told you, I mentioned before that clients come to me. What will I do? What marketing strategy? Should we do sponsor that? Should we do leads? Should we do this? Should we do that? Right? So I'm already communicating. This is what I help you to do. I'm a social media marketer. I don't help you grow your followings. I'm not saying come and run sponsor that with me. I'm saying if you need strategy to grow, come to me. So if their goal is, if a brand owner, if their goal is to increase their strategy or they need energy on how to grow, they know if they land on my page, you already know that that's what I'm communicating. Are we clear? Do we understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we do. We understand.
Okay, so the next thing is highlight the value you bring. That is now your unique selling point, right? What sets you apart from other social media managers? This could be your unique approach, your experience, or a specific result that you help your clients achieve. Keep it short but impactful. Example for social media is social media strategies that drives real engagement and sales. Example for LinkedIn is specializing in crafting high converting content and increasing online visibility for business. So why are you doing this? Your unique selling point helps potential clients understand the value you offer and why they should choose you over others. Focus on the result or impact of your work. Let's go back to my page to see an example. So I said, I am helping you boost visibility, engagement, and sales. So they know that if they want engagement, if they want sales, that they know that if they come to me for strategies, for marketing strategies, they will boost their visibility, it will boost their engagement, and it will help them with sales. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the next one is you want to include a call to action. And because I mentioned that I am a coach here, I try to say, okay, I have trained 70 plus social media managers, right? Now I have, how many of you are on this call now? I should go and add that to the people that I've trained. I mean, you guys are not getting anything from this class.
I'm getting things from
Yes,
class.
we are getting it.
Exactly. So because I added coach here, I needed to say, oh, okay, this is showing that, okay, I can train you if you want to be a social media manager. Now, the last thing is CTA, a good CTA. So before we go ahead, before we continue this class, please, can you do me another huge solid favor? Go back to the group and go and let them know that and go and let them know that and go and let them know that they are missing out if they are not on this group. I'm there right now. You can see my screen, so you know I'm on the group chat. I want to. Oh, okay. I have to give you guys permission first. So let me quickly do that. Please let them know that they are missing. Let them know that they are missing because they are. People in the second group, is it that they are not, there's nobody from the second group here?
We are, but it's closed.
I have opened it, so please go back and go and right. Okay, I think I put all this in. Yeah.
It's still closed, sorry.
It's not closed.
I'm from the second group.
Oh, okay. Let me use my phone. How come it's still closed? Oh, okay. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody, guys. It's true. It's still closed, though. Okay, I've changed it now. People in group two. All right, thank you, thank you. So let's continue. Please, if you have not dropped your message, go and drop it because they are really missing out. I wish I had somebody that would, teach me all of these things for free when I was starting out. It would have helped me go a long way. Now, add a call to action. End with a clear CTA that tells people what's next to do. You have told them what you do. You have told them who your target audience is. Now you want to leave a clear message. Who is that? Please mute your mic. Who is that? Please let me catch that person.
Victoria, please mute your mic.
Mute your mic.
Who is Victoria? She be muted. Okay, I think I'm not hearing that voice again. All right. Okay, so you want to add a call to action. They're already there. They already know that you can help them. So what do you want them to do? You have to tell people what you want them to do, even in all your contents, not just your bio. Your content, for every content that you put out, I hope you know that there has to be a CTA. Are you telling them to follow you for more? Are you telling them to click on the link in your bio to get your course? Are you telling them to join your community? There has to be a CTA. So, for example, is it DM me to discuss how I can help you grow your business? Or click in, somebody is still. Is it still Victoria?
Yes, it's the one.
Wow, still Victoria.
Okay, guys, can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
seems like she has muted her mic. I mean, it's just very simple instruction. Mute your mic. Okay, so click the link below for a free social media audit. That is this free social media audit. I did it though when I started out. I did it. It's not, but my own is not audit. Mine is free consultation. Right? So for LinkedIn, you want to say, let's connect. Message me to explore how we can grow your brand together. Why are you doing this? A good CTA direct potential client to take action, making it easier for them to reach out or learn more about your service. People like to be told what to do, especially online. They don't know. So you have to tell them with your CTA. Example for me is how to work with me. Click on the link here to work with me, right? So now that is how you create a perfect bio. Again, like I said, I didn't go deep into personal branding because into building it's very, very vast. So let me just quickly playing small, small. Building a personal brand is when you are building an online presence, when you are a creative, an entrepreneur, even a business owner. Like I said, people want to buy from you because it is you. What's your personality? What do you do? A day in my life as a social media manager. A meeting with my client as an kinikon. How I'm taking this class with my students, how I'm teaching my students. You want to record, you want to show people how you do what you do. That's what personal branding means. Like deep, and a lot more than that, but that's what it means. So this is how you set your bio to attract your clients. This is the beginning of your personal branding. So this is the exercise. This is it. How to write your own bio, right? Write your name and title. Describe your target audience. Bring your value. What do you do? How would they learn from you, right? Hold on, please, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, let's continue. Describe your target audience. What value do you bring? State your USP and then call to action. End with a CTA. Now, marketing yourself for consistent income. I think this is the last one. This bonus, we're going to do this bonus and maybe I'll just scroll through it, right? Marketing yourself for consistent income, right? Consistent income comes from marketing yourself, consistently marketing yourself. Here's how you can do it. Content marketing. Share tips, stories, and insights on your social media manager to show that you are knowledgeable. I've said this before. This helps attract. Please mute your mic. You guys are just distracting me. It's so unfair. Please let me catch the person so that
Joy, please mute your mic.
Joy. Why am I not seeing the person up?
Maybe you should just mute everybody so that we can finish up.
I don't know how to do that at once. So I have to imagine muting 96 people. That's going to take a lot of time. Okay. So I already explained content marketing. Use your content to share your knowledge. And people get bored if all you do is share tips. Share a day in your life. Share your frustration. Share your win. Share that difficult client. Use storytelling. Share that difficult client that did not pay you so much, that wants to take your life with calls and all of those things. Share how you set boundaries as a social media manager. Now build authority, create case studies, share testimonials, be consistent with valuable content. This makes clients trust you before they reach out to you. See, one thing that one of my students did in the bootcamp, because when you join my bootcamp, I always tell you, right when you are doing your bootcamp, open a social media profile if you don't have, for your social media management service, a personal brand, to build your personal brand as a social media manager, and start sharing. Day one of social media management class, this is what I did. Like a consistency challenge, you understand? For the 3 weeks that we are going to be in that class, you are going to go through that, right? So this is for you, not for me. This is for you. Even before you finish that class, you might even get a job. So this is what one of my students did. When we did, was it mood board? When I taught them how to create a mood board for a client, I taught them how to create a mood board for a client, and she picked a random brand. I don't know if Dolakwa is here. She picked a random brand and she did a mood board for them. Like, if I'm doing a mood board for them, this is how I arrange the page and stuff like that. Now you can pick any brand. Pick Fine Funky. Pick any brand. Pick a brand. Do something that you have learned. You don't have to wait until you get a client. That's another thing that I wanted to mention. Do a case study. Okay, this is a 3 month ask your audience, business owners online, if you know you have the skills, or if you don't have it, there's nothing that you want to do, but that's why you need to get the knowledge. Pick a business owner, tell the business owner that, okay, if you would like me to create a strategy for you, you create the strategy and you share it. Okay, this is a business, this person is a makeup artist. Now, this is a 3 month strategy. This is the first month. If your goal is, okay, our goal is to do this. And imagine you showing workings online and everybody is seeing it. Who would not want to come? Who would not want to come? Please, who is that? Who will not want to come and meet you that you should they should employ you themselves, right? Now, networking, don't underestimate the power of building relationships. Can you guys still hear me? Because I'm hearing some sound like
Yes, ma'am.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So in my book camp, I have
Yes, ma'am.
I have where I invite. In my boot camp,
Joy, mute your mic.
I have where. Who is the Joy? I want to even remove the person because I'm upset. You're just drawing us back in this class. So in my boot camp, I invited some of my classmates from when I was a social media, when I learned my own social media management. Some of my classmates, now they have niched down. One of them is an art expert. The other one is a productivity. She's an executive assistant who teaches about productivity, how to be productive in your day-to-day, how to manage yourself and all of that. I invited them in the boot camp to come and teach my students, right? So there's always that avenue. So when you even join this next course, you can always go back to their videos and learn from them, right? Now, I was able to build that relationship because while in class, I was active. After the class, I made sure that I connected with each and everyone, each of these people. I wanted them in my life. When I started my own training program, they were able to come on board and come and teach, share their knowledge. Now they have niched down. Me, I became a coach. She became an arts expert. The other one became an EA that is into productivity. So everybody's going to have in-depth knowledge about certain things. And because I built that relationship, they are able to come and share their knowledge with my students. My students can even gain from that, right? Another thing is, please go for networking events. There are networking events. Go for networking events. And when you go for networking event, don't go with your friends. Don't go with your family. Go for networking events. When you get there, I can tell you how many jobs I've gotten from going to networking events. How many people that I've met that they have introduced me. Some of them are even my students. Some of them have paid for the second cohort. So you go for networking events. When you are there, introduce yourself. My name is Annie. I am a social media manager. With boldness. And that is it. Network. When you're in a networking event, you are going there to network. Pay for networking events. You see those paid events, they are the ones that you get the most value. Because imagine that you pay 10,000. Somebody else paid 10,000. You know that that's a serious person. Somebody that wants to come and network. So please go for networking events. It is underestimated. Then the next thing, bonus, client retention and time management. It's not just about getting new clients. It is equally important to keep the ones that you have. So here are a few strategies to help you retain your clients for long haul. Go the extra mile. Always strive to exceed your client's expectation, whether it is delivering ahead of schedule or providing insights. Recommendation, small gestures can help make a big difference. Every time I send my clients social media analytics at the end of every month, there's always a recommendation. So this is what we did for the month. This is what I think we should do. Okay, we are our ad budget weekly is 100,000. I think we should increase it to 150. Okay, I think it's time to do influencer marketing. If you know that a tax is going to take you 3 weeks, tell them that it's going to take you 4 weeks. So that you can deliver ahead of time. So regular checks in, specific period follow-ups to see how they are doing. This shows that you care and allows you to address any concerns before it escalates. So there's one of my clients that I'm managing, a crypto brand, and I noticed that when I joined them, their brand was their followers was at 15K followers. And then the followers keep reducing. I thought it was even the general issue where, recently Instagram ads, in fact, I already got to 1,000 followers and they reduced my own to back to about 98 something, 908. And I thought it was just that general issue. But we went from 15K followers and now we are 13K followers. Immediately, I knew there was an issue. And if I didn't know my job, I would have panicked. But I knew my job. I went ahead to my boss and I'm like, hello, sir, this is what I noticed. Please, was there any point in time where you bought fake followers? And then he was like, yes, maybe when they were around. I'm like, sir, at the end of the day, we would have to start a new account because when you buy fake followers on a page, you have killed that page. There's no how. I've not seen an app for when you buy fake followers on a page. I've not seen a page recovered from that before, ever. My first business, which is my printing business and my CAC registration, that page at 500 followers, I bought fake followers. Before I became a social media manager, I had about 2005. I bought about 2,000 extra followers that are bot followers, that are robots on the page. When I became a social media manager, I removed those fake followers. That page has not gone past 400 and something since then. I'm now thinking of starting it again from the scratch. The social media page I started after that, years later, has doubled that one. So you want to check in regularly. And then it was like, yes, they bought fake followers. And then I gave ideas. Then showcase results. Keep your clients informed about your progress. While the progress you are making on their account, share metrics. This is where it's important that as a social media manager, I hope that at the end of every month, you send your clients an analytics report. You should be able to send them so that when you are sending your invoice, they will not ask you, what have you done? Because you are showing them what you have done already. You are recommending things that they should do the next month rather. Then time management. I'm offline. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
I can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Okay. Time management. As your client base grows, effective time management becomes crucial. Here are some tips to help you manage your time without burning out. Prioritize tasks. Use a task manager. See, I wish I can show you my screen right now, my other phone right now. That's how I'm able to monitor the time. And I know that I don't want to exceed. We have spent more than 2 hours in this class, and I don't want. We're already at 9:45. Once it's 9, let me even end this class now because there's going to be question and answer class. So I break and then you deep focus. So use a task management system to prioritize your daily activities. If you see my table, the way I have tables, I have my calendar, I have my to-do list. I break my day into 3: morning, afternoon, evening. My morning starts from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. You will not see me picking calls. You will not see me picking calls. I go to the gym. I come back. I edit tasks. I shoot my videos. In the afternoon, that's when I have meetings with my interns. That's when I have meetings with my clients. That's when I socialize and then do maybe posting here and there. In the evening, I do learning. That's when I study. That's when I study my course. That's when I do my assignments. That's when I attend to my clients, my one-on-one clients, my one-on-one students. So you have to prioritize. You have to prioritize your daily activity. Set boundaries. Establish working hours. Once it's that evening, you can't be my client and you call me, except it's an emergency. Or maybe I notice that it just happens once in a while, then I'll pick your call. So you want to set boundaries. Because you're a social media manager and you work from home, you have to set boundaries so that you not go insane, you not burn out. Burnout is real. So you know that this is the time I work from, this is the time I close. That doesn't mean that if you have tasks to do, you cannot do them. But then socializing, people calling you, then batch similar tasks together. You want to group similar tasks together. So if you are creating For instance, when I wake up in the morning, I join NLP. I'm an Avestas members. I join NLP between 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's within that 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. that I clean my room, while I'm praying, I'm joining that program. That's when I clean my room. That's when I lay my bed. That's when I come out and do my kitchen, arrange my house. Because if I say, okay, let me just pray, what time? I have 24 hours. I have clients to manage. I have one-on-one students. I have communities. I have a community online that I have to come and engage on my WhatsApp story. I have to post. I have to attend to my interns. I have a personal life too. So you have to batch task that together. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I read my Bible, and immediately after that, within the next 1 hour, I am journaling. This is what happened this is what I'm looking forward. The night before, I am planning my night ahead. You want to batch similar tasks together. When I'm washing my plate, sometimes I listen to podcasts at the same time. So the next thing is you want to use tools, leverage on tools like calendar, project manager, project management app to keep track of your deadlines and clients' needs. See, there's something you guys are sleeping on, an app on Google that you don't even have to pay for. Let me show you. This is it. Do I want to show you for this thing? This is private. Oh, okay. So this is it. When you come here and you click on this, you see this? Okay, it's not even here. But let's pick a new page. Can you see my screen? Just go to Google Tags.
No, please, I cannot see your screen.
I
can't see. No, I cannot see your screen, no.
Oh, okay, Mumbo.
I cannot see it though.
Maybe I haven't been talking. So let's. Okay. Can you see now?
No.
Yes.
Okay, go to Google Tag. Go to Google and type Google Tags. Click on Google Tags. This second one that says Google here. Click on it, and then you can create tags that they can notify you on. Right? Let this thing open and let me show you what it looks like. Right? So I have my task I'm supposed to do. I've even done this. Let me clean it out. Done this too. Let me clean it out. Do it today. What I must do today. I've completed 41 tasks out of this, so you can clean out. And then my goal for August, my CAC pending job, the things that are personal tasks that I want to do. This is a good productivity tool to have to use, and it's free, and you can connect it to your calendar. And this can, if you can add deadlines to it. You can add time deadlines to it, time that you want to do it, right? When you are creating. So this is a very great tool to use. I think we have come to the end of the class. Let me see. So now, within the next, one thing I've noticed is that when you learn something new, you want to implement immediately. I have shared how to edit your bio with you. Write your bio. By tomorrow, I'm going to share even a WhatsApp, an Instagram post that would help you break it down. And the same thing I thought about how to do your bio, I'm going to share it tomorrow. So look out for that post. I want to see your bio. I want to see you edit your bio. That's how to optimize your bio to attract clients. Do you understand? I want to see you reach out to your contact list, somebody on your contact list. Use the template, draft a message, and that's how after this class, I want to see results. Apply what you have learned within the next 24 hours. Write your bio, reach out to your contact, and share your project and share your progresses with me. I am here. Let me know what works. Let me know what doesn't work. In as much as you are not my student, I still try as much as possible to answer questions and to help out as much as I can. Because when I started, I didn't have this. I had to go to YouTube and learn this thing. And learning on YouTube is not the easiest. I had to pay for access. I know how much I paid for learning social media management. And it's not even It's not, it's half of what I'm asking you people to pay, like way lesser than what I'm asking you people, what I charge my own clients, right? So please, 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 that is your assignment for this class. I want to see your bio and I want you to reach out to your contact and reach out to me. So who is going to be doing that? Who among you is going to be doing that? Now you can unmute your mic and let's have a conversation.
Can I ask a question,
I'll be
please?
doing that. Hello, Annie. Thank you so much for the class.
All right, you're welcome. Yeah, somebody wants to ask a question. Who is that? What's your name? And introduce yourself and ask your question.
My name is Babatunde. I'm a nurse, a graphic designer, and a social media manager. I just want to ask, like, I've done different kind of courses, but then I want you to recommend like a course like you think that is going to help improving my social media managing skills. Can you hear me, Annie?
I can hear you. Hold on. I'm coming. Okay, sorry, I'm coming. I'm trying to create content, please. Just give me a moment. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Okay. So you can ask your questions. I am Babatunde. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I said I've done a couple of boot camp and digital marketing skills, so I'm sure you're an expert in this. So I'm just trying to like ask like what other courses or what other things can you like recommend so I can improve in my social media aspects. I'm finding it difficult like to build my last client. I found it difficult to like build an Instagram account from scratch. I find like kind of difficult for like 2 weeks before I got it. So I'm trying to like maybe you can recommend like other skills in that aspect that can help me.
Okay. Okay. So I have a question for you. What you said you have learned social media management, right? What did you learn? What can you do?
You said what?
So what did you learn? What can you do as a social media manager?
I can create content. I can create content, edit videos. I'm a graphic designer. I can handle social media page, like campaigns,
So
like you said.
okay. So that's where I
Okay.
think I think I found the problem. When I asked that, what can you do? The first thing you mentioned is you can create content, you can do graphic design. No, as a social media manager, the first thing you want to do is when you get a client for the first time, whether a new page or a whole page, the first thing you do is you create a social media strategy. What are the goals? What are the problems that your client have? What are you trying to achieve for them? Do they need more visibility? Are they trying to grow their followings? Do they want to make more sales? Depending on that goal, then you draft out a strategy. So now that you have known their goal, what do you want to do? So I think you don't even have enough skill as a social media manager. I think that's it. You need to learn more. Now I'm learning marketing, right? Because I know social media. I know that if I have a client, even my students, if they have a client, the first thing they do is they draft a strategy, a social media strategy, which can run for 3 months. So for the next 3 months, they know what they are doing. The first month, they are not even creating content. They are not posting anything because you have to work on a content strategy. After you have worked on a content strategy, you have to what's it called now? Do a research, understand your client's target audience. What product are they selling? Who are they selling to? Where are they? Where are those clients? What social media platforms do they use? If they are crypto brand, then you have to learn how to use Twitter because you know that most of their customers are on Twitter. So if you have been posting on Instagram, you might have been posting on the wrong platform. Maybe that's why you're not getting followings. After you have noted that you want to follow content creators in that industry, you will now want to create a content calendar. Because you know the audience, you know their pain points. Now you want to create content that they can relate to, not just products, come and buy. So if you cannot do all these things that I've mentioned and more, what you need is to take my course, learn my social media management skill. So now let me show you. If you take my course, this is what you're going to learn. Let me just take you through what you will learn.
How much is your course in general?
My boot camp, which is starting on Monday, is 25,000 naira. And if you want a one-on-one private class, that's 50,000 naira. All these details are on my why is this thing not loading? They are on my page. These are my students from the first boot camp. This is what some of them had to say. I hope this plays because what's going on? Okay, but it's not.
You said on Monday. So if it's exit on Monday, is the price going to rise or is the price still going to be the same?
No, the boot camp actually is I'm hosting it. That's the last cohort for this year. Like it's a group thing where I teach a lot of people at the same time. And honestly, I am I'm busy. I have 4 brands, like I said. I wake up by 5, I go to bed by 12 p.m. sometimes. So it's not something that I have time to do all the time. So it happens like 3 times in a year, and this is the last set for the year. So after
I'm
that,
saying mine because I might be busy because I'm a nurse ticket, so I'm going for my post basics. So I'm trying to find time and add to my skills as well. So that I'm trying to see, can I pay later or can I do it later? So I'm trying to see.
I'll just advise that you take my one-on-one coaching whenever you are ready. You take my one-on-one coaching whenever you're ready. Okay, so let me show you what you will learn when you go through my class. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. So this is what you'll be able to do after you take my bootcamp. Why is this network?
Are you posting something? Because I can't see.
You can't see?
I can't see your screen.
Oh, okay.
I can't see too.
Okay, hold on. Can you see now?
I will leave and come back.
No.
Can you see now?
No.
It's kind of like it's loading or something.
I see your screen.
Yes,
I can't see your screen.
Okay. I think my network is quite slow, so please bear with me. But can you see now? You should be able to see now.
Nothing is showing. It's like your screen is trying to load or something.
Let me leave and come. Who is tagging me here? Thank you so much, Annie. Thank you so much, Annie. Oh, okay. You guys are so welcome. Yes, the app is Google Task. Yes, the app is Google Task. Let me quickly leave and come back. Okay. So let me share my screen now. Can you see now?
Not yet, it's still loading.
Yes, yes, I can see it now.
Yeah, I can see it now.
All right. So it's a 3 month, 3 weeks boot camp program. And then we are going to be introduced to social media management. You are going to learn how to create a social media strategy, content creation. Under this content creation, you are going to learn how to create a content calendar and a content script. This is what a content calendar, okay, this is what your social media strategy should look like. Let me see. This is not even a strategy. Let me see. Where's the social media strategy? I don't think I have it here. Let me see if you have I'm not logged into my client's page here. I would have showed you. But anyways, let's go. Let me not waste any more time. Am I on the right page? Where is this thing now? Where did I go to?
Okay, I think that was all. Don't worry. I have your number. I just messaged you on WhatsApp. I have to go now. Thank you very much.
Okay, others, right? If you have any questions, I'm here. Who's the next person? If you don't have any more questions, this is not what I want to show you guys.
About your boot camp, like you said, is there going to be like a recorded class in case
Of
someone
course.
is unable to join that particular date? Because I'm saying like 8 o'clock. What if I'm not able to make it at that particular 8 o'clock? Will there be like a recorded class for it? Thank you.
Yes, there is. So the boot camp is a classroom, right? And all classes are pre-recorded. Okay, so thanks for asking that question. Let me end the recording of this class so that, yeah, let me end the recording of 2 hours.